Well, we're back again, another Friday. This is another episode of Talk Therapy Live with your hosts, Kimberly and Bishop Marvin C. Bozeman.
I'm here.
Yeah,
you may want to speak up a little bit
Oh,
so
okay.
I can hear you.
Well, all right. I will speak up. I shall project my voice. You are listening to a Gold Chip communication station. You can listen live at www.1580thepraise.com and click on Listen Live. You can also join in on this wonderful discussion by going to my Facebook page, our new Facebook page. TTL.
Yeah.
Talk Therapy Live, y'all, because it's all the way live.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? This platform is all about you. This is a community platform. So this is your discussion. Whatever you want to talk about, feel free to talk about and join in on this wonderful discussion. Bishop Marvin C. Bozeman, how you doing today?
I'm excited. I'm glad to be here today. Very grateful to be alive and to be in love.
Hi.
How about that?
Grateful
like that,
to be alive and to be in love. Well, and our sister Brittany Bloom Bozeman is here today. Good morning to you. Yes. Well, Bishop, I must ditto that. I am grateful to be alive and in love well. Certainly do not take that for granted. All right, so as you know, I am the owner of Healthy Emotes Counseling Services.
Yes, you are.
My physical location, prayerfully. Good morning, Sister Marvon.
Forte.
Yes.
Hey.
Prayerfully, I'll be going back into the office.
Okay.
You know, when the weather breaks, I hope. Okay. But that location is 1011 East Jenkins Avenue, Columbus, Ohio. And if you would like to set up an appointment, you can call 614-669-5115.
Yes, this is a Gold Chip communication station. Is that right?
That is right.
Okay.
That's what we're listening to, a Gold Chip communication station, 1580thepraise.com, and click on Listen Live. All right. And also visit me on my website at healthyemotes.com. Bishop, tell us a little bit about where you pastor, where the church is at.
I pastor the Great Assembly of Faith Church on the south side of the city, 1571 South Parsons Avenue.
Slow down.
Yes, Columbus, Ohio.
Everybody don't know that, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the address again?
1571 South Parsons Avenue in the city of Columbus, Ohio.
And where will you be this Sunday?
This Sunday I will. Am I supposed to be away?
Hey, tell the people where you're going to be.
This Sunday, I will be right here with you doing a virtual service again.
Where at?
Right here, right?
Go to our Facebook page, our Assembly of Faith Facebook page to look at us live, to join us live.
How you going to try to,
I'm just saying, everybody.
Come on now.
Everybody don't know. Everybody don't know. Ooh, it's hot in here, isn't it?
Yes, hot like fire.
Your brother, Lamar Scales, is here today.
What's up, Scales, man? Hopefully y'all warmed up out there and got the lights back on. We've been praying for you all as well. Yes. All
right. So last week, we were talking about thriving after infidelity. All right. That was a hot topic.
It was hot. Yeah,
it was really hot. So we definitely want to finish that up. Good morning to my beautiful mother, Ida Trout.
Good morning.
Thriving after infidelity. What we discovered is that it is possible, but you must put the work in. There's a lot of work. We talked about, forgiveness. We definitely have to forgive. And then we have to go through the process of rebuilding. Repairing, yes.
Oh,
you have to take all of that. It's really up to each individual what they want to do, but how much work they have to put in is going to determine, the success of that marriage. So we left off last week talking about when is it time to just walk away.
Yeah, what I say?
You asked the question, I think.
You did. I just said leave your shoes at the door.
Oh.
Leave your shoes at the door and leave a bag packed. You remember that? You was like, no, please.
Yeah, don't. Listen.
Yeah.
is that faith that and hope that the relationship will work out if you got shoes by the door in the backpack?
Hey,
what is that really saying?
Just in case. No, I'm just kidding.
That is terrible.
I'm only joking.
That's terrible, Bishop.
Anybody who know me out there know I'm a joker.
Yes, you are. You are a comedian. But there are times when you should just walk away. Listen, marriage takes two people participating together, two people compromising, two people giving up and meeting the needs of each other. And you can't do that alone.
Yes.
So, after infidelity, sometimes it's time to walk away when the betrayer does not apologize. And the betrayer is not remorseful.
Yeah, somebody was with me on here just now. I don't know who it was, but that was up to you.
Oh, you got your glasses on.
Yeah, I can see.
We're not ignoring you, But, we'll talk about that in just a minute, what happens as we age, right?
Sure.
All right. So if the betrayer does not apologize or does not seem remorseful, sometimes it's just time to walk away.
Yeah, sometimes.
If
they're not remorseful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not remorseful, 9 times out of 10, they have not stopped that behavior, and they will probably do it again.
You have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
Yes.
And know when to run.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because another thing is, if when it's time to walk away, if they really haven't stopped seeing this other person.
Yeah.
You have not cut off all ties. You have not blocked them from your cell phone. You have not blocked them on your social media. You have not cut off all communication. And I know sometimes it's hard because sometimes these situations happen in the workplace.
Yeah, in the workplace, they do.
Yeah.
And it is difficult if you see that individual or individuals on a regular basis. You know what I mean? So, you're going to have to do what it is that you have to do.
It's called healthy boundaries and limitations.
Yeah, and it has to be done.
Because at that point, your role has to go straight back to that working relationship period.
Yeah.
If there's infidelity that happened in the workplace, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be in close proximity. But you have to want what you have at home more than what you have there on the job.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to set those limitations in the boundaries, not just with yourself, but with the other person too, and let them know, hey, what we did was wrong. I should have never have done that. It was a mistake, and we have to keep this a working relationship. And I understand feelings. It's hard when you have feelings for this other person. But again, it's hard, but yet doable, because the question is, what are you working for?
Yeah.
So you must put the work in, and you have to set those parameters, and you really have to ensure your spouse or your partner that you are putting the work in, being open and honest, and having those communications like, hey, I saw Jessie today, and I let her know, hey, nope, ain't nothing happening. You have to reassure the one that you hurt.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's time to walk away when the betrayer continues to lie.
Yeah, most definitely. If you can never, ever get the truth, who wants to live with an individual that lies to you on the regular?
Yeah.
So is not divulging information to the other person a lie?
Well,
since you just don't tell.
It's deception, because it's like you're living another life outside of the one that you have. It is definitely deceitful. So it is. You're living a lie. You say you're committed over here, but you're not committed anymore.
Okay.
It is a lie. So when this individual who has hurt you continues to lie, those are telltale signs that they have not stopped the behavior. Okay. You may just want to walk away. It's okay. Walking away is hard.
And it's hard, but what about when an individual has, they don't have any children, so it's kind of easier to kind of make that transition on walking out the door than it is when you have children. So when you have children, I believe the dynamics kind of, they change a whole lot.
Yeah,
Because you're taking daddy away, or you're taking mom away, or you know what I mean? So everything kind of changes, and you kind of base your decision on the family unit that you're creating.
That's so true.
So,
that's so true. That's why no one can tell you what to do.
Right.
You have to make that decision for yourself. You have to determine, is it worth it, to keep him around or her around, because we do have children together.
Yeah.
And you don't get married to end up in divorce and the children going back and forth and they causing instability, and no one wants that. So you really had, like we talked about last week, infidelity is forgivable. Now, abuse, on the other hand, is completely different. Now, and we're not even talking about that right now, but infidelity.
You talking about physical abuse or just mental abuse? Which one?
No, either.
Okay.
Either, because everyone suffers. This is not an individual problem, especially if you have children.
Yeah, but that's forgivable as well.
Well, it's all forgivable, but I'm talking about as far as when to walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
Physical
or
abuse, when to run.
Yeah, you don't walk from that. You
run forest.
Yeah. Into the forest.
And good morning, Miss Correa. Thank you for tuning in today. All right, so we're talking about when is it time to walk away after infidelity. We've already talked about when they're not remorseful, when they do not apologize, when they don't cut off the other relationship, when they continue to lie, and when they just will not take responsibility. Yes, you may have an excuse as to why you did what you did, but your actions were on you. You can be justified, but you can be just wrong as well. We talked about that last week, how we present the problem. You're not paying me enough attention, and I need you. I need quality time, and you still don't get it. So there's a question, when is it time to walk away? Okay, so that's what we're definitely talking about. And you all can tune in too. What do you think is a deal breaker?
Yeah. Because the walk away time is on the individual. We can't sit up here and say, when's the time for you to leave or to, go in the other direction. That's really up to you to know when it is, when you've had enough. Enough is enough, and when it's time for you to go. Yeah.
And these are just telltale signs. These are tips for determining when is it time to walk away. Because if the betrayer doesn't take responsibility and they blame you, well, you weren't there for me, you weren't intimate with me.
And it may start out like that.
Yeah.
Because you always want to put the blame on someone else, until you know the truth deep down within, that maybe it's just a weakness within yourself.
That's it right there. Yeah, because sometimes you may have to deny yourself. In order to thrive in a marriage, we talked about it last week. Sometimes people don't have the capacity to really give you what you need. So now you have to basically deny yourself so that you can thrive in your marriage. And what I mean by that is you may have to have some type of positive distraction from what you need, so you don't step outside of yourself, like pick up a hobby or read a good book or do something else other than think about your lack. What you focus on grows. If I continue to focus on how lonely I am, how my needs are not getting met, that energy is going to cause those symptoms to grow more and more. And I'm going to go seek after. If I focus on, what's my favorite cake? I got so many of it. Carrot cake from Cap City. If I focus on that and that icing that is on it, if I focus on it, I'm going to begin to crave it. And before you know it, hey, babe, you want to go Cap City today?
Yeah. Thanks for giving them a shout out. I'm sure they appreciate it. I don't know if I'm doing that or not, but
Y'all owe me a free cake, Cat City. But I'm just saying, whatever you focus on is going to grow. It is going to expand. In order to thrive in a marriage, it is self-denial sometimes. You're not going to be able to get everything all the time. Maybe sometimes you won't get it all the time, but it's only for the mature. All right.
Then the other person has to, kind of say, hey, that's come too much for me. Right now, I can't give you all that right now. We slow down a little bit. You're asking too much of me right now. I just can't do that. I can't do it.
When you think about we're all broken vessels.
Yeah.
We're all broken vessels. I may be cracked on one side. You're cracked on another side. The little handle on the cup or jar may be broken on one, and you want me to meet your needs. Got issues of my own. That's why we got to come into a relationship as whole as we possibly can. So I'm not codependent upon you.
Yeah. You have to give 100 and they have to give 100.
Yeah.
No such thing as 50-50.
Yeah.
You're leaving something out.
So you're half full?
Yeah, you're leaving something
You're half
out.
full, right? Or half empty, depending on how you look at it.
50-50 means you got a shoe at the door.
The children can feel the tension in the air, even if parents are divorced or still living together. That is so true. That is
true and unfair.
It is true and unfair. Yeah. And listen, children don't have a coping mechanism to be able to diffuse the energy that they are receiving. Where they're like recorders, they're on play. So everything that's going on, they're just going to absorb that. Yeah. They're going to absorb it. They don't know what to do with that negative energy. So we have to really be careful. Be open and honest. Listen, it may hurt. The truth does hurt. But if you don't want to be in the relationship anymore and you feel like you have to sneak outside, we need to have a discussion so we can all go our separate ways and begin again. The worst thing to do is to lead someone on and then they find out later that, what they thought was good really wasn't good at all.
Well, we have learned that communication is key. If you feel yourself or the other person feels a certain way, hey, I'm not getting this from you, or whatever the case may be, it needs to be communicated so those feelings don't get out of hand.
People are afraid to communicate, though.
Yeah, especially that. Especially that, how you really feel. Some people just aren't good at doing that, and they won't do it until
they blow up.
Until they blow up and something happens. So it's kind of good to communicate early.
But we have to learn how to adopt. We have to learn how to have effective communications. Yeah. Because if I'm dependent on you to meet my need, you may be good, but you're not that good where you can just read me and you know what they are. You need for me to open up my mouth and to say that. I need to say what I like. I need to say what I do not like. Yeah. I don't think I have a problem with that. I'm going to speak up and listen. I'm going to speak up because I need my needs met. And he's the only one that can do that, So don't be afraid to use your voice. Yeah. Like we tell the children, use your words to express what your needs are. You got all this stuff going on inside of your head.
And it has to be within reason. I believe. It has to be within reason. You just can't tell me something and that, I can't do that.
Yeah, but you won't know. You won't know unless we have a dialogue.
Exactly. Yeah, but it has to be within reason. Yeah. You can't ask me something that just. Where you get that from? Yeah, exactly. Who, me?
Yeah. And the thing is, you never want to have your own voice as your voice of reasoning.
Say that again. That's good. That's so good. People need to know that.
You never want to have your own voice as your voice of reasoning. And then you don't want people that's on your level or under your level, trying to speak wisdom and knowledge into you.
Right.
You need to be around positive role models. You need to be around marriages that you know are thriving, that you know they've been through some stuff, because you need to know how to get through it. You know, you don't need to be talking about your business to someone who is single and they can't understand where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and for this reason, you know, couples need counseling. When there's infidelity, you know, and they refuse counseling, those are telltale signs too that they're not willing to do everything they can in order to, you know, maintain the relationship. You need counseling. You need, and not, you know, I'm telling you, in my ex-marriage, I kept saying, let's go to counseling, didn't want counseling. And then when everything fell through, then it was time for counseling. I didn't want counseling then. It's too late. There was too much damage. Go to counseling before, you know,
before the end.
Before number one, it's too much work on the counselor, because the counselor does not have a miracle wand. There's so much damage that has been done. It's almost inevitable that, you know, 9 times out of 10 it will end in divorce, unless, you know, miracles do happen. And it can happen. I'm just saying, go to counseling before so much damage has been done. All right. So today we want to talk about how to keep love hot. H-O-T. I'm about red hot. As we age. All right, that's our topic today. We just wanted to go over the things that we went over last week and, you know, close that chapter up. So today, how to keep love hot as we age.
And we need your participation too.
Yes.
If you have some good information you want to share with us about keeping love hot in your relationship, share.
Yes, definitely share. And listen, the video is kind of far away, so it's kind of hard to read for me. Maybe Bishop can see
it says keeping your love hot.
Yes, as we age. So listen, longevity does not mean a loss of sensuality and or excitement. Longevity, that means long-term relationships, does not mean that there has to be a loss of sensuality and excitement.
Have to make some adjustments.
We
have to make some adjustments.
But the thing, okay, and we're going to talk about those adjustments. But first, I'm going to talk about some things that happen to us individually as we age. All right. Do you want to start or do you want me?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're male and I'm female.
So the ladies first, always. You know that.
Oh, is that right? Oh, it's ladies first now. All right. So we know that things happen such as our metabolism changes. We begin to gain weight in areas that we never would have even imagined. That, 36, 24, 36 is... bye-bye.
I still got it. I still have mine.
I know you do. You rocking it.
Don't play.
You rocking it.
Yes, ma'am.
Band style.
Still got it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'm talking about you. You what I got. I ain't talking about me. I ain't got no 36, 24, 36. I'm talking about you got. I'm bragging on you.
Okay, thank you.
You keeping it hot and fresh.
I'm trying. I'm trying. But we understand our metabolism slows down. I didn't have to work as hard as I'm working now to try to keep it together. Because, you know, when you're younger, your metabolism is popping off. You can eat whatever, and you can burn that right off.
Burn it off.
So now it's like, Kimberly, take it by force and not by choice. Get on the treadmill. Do your aerobics. Drink all that water. You know what I mean? So the metabolism change. Our muscle mass is not the same. You know, that definition.
How so?
The definition that we used to have. But we can
still have the definition, let me say. You got it. You got it.
Okay. it's a work in progress. I'm just saying how things naturally change.
Yeah.
You know, as we age, we shrink in height. Sit up straight. Yeah. Suck that belly in. All right. And, you know, our physical appearance. We look in the mirror every day and we may notice, you know.
Look in the mirror every day and you'll see gray.
But it looks good on you,
Well,
though.
thank you.
I like that salt and pepper.
That.
Oh, yeah. But we notice little fine lines.
Yeah.
You know, just things happen. When
Someone says, "Are you working out today?"
Who said that?
Don't you worry about who said that.
Listen, we can work out, and see, that's another plan. My mother and I, we motivate each other. We'll call each other and say, okay, now 30 minutes on the treadmill, whatever. We get started, call each other when we're done. We need that motivation. Yes. Things happen to us. Our vision, our hearing, our reflexes, our cognition slows down, our hormones. Okay? So a lot of things happen to us as we age.
Yeah.
So in order to keep that sensuality and that excitement going, we have to still have that confidence about who we are. We have to like ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if we don't like ourselves, we're not going to feel sensual. We're not going to feel sexual. We're not going to put off that vibe at all. You know, because if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't want anyone else. You know, you just don't feel appealing. Can you read that?
I got you. It says it has moved too fast. You have to have confidence. I think actually it was just saying what you said.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we think and how we feel about ourselves, it definitely impacts our confidence.
Yeah. And especially men. Men kind of deal with the low testosterone. You know what I mean? You kind of deal with the, they call it the spare tire, you know, that thing in the middle. You know, you kind of pick up a little belly fat. Man style. You know what I mean?
Is that from bread or sweets or
listen? It's probably from all of it. Bread, sweets. It could be health reasons. You know what I mean? You know, some of it is fixable, and then some of it just may be due to a health concern. You know, either way, you need to take notice of it. But those are things as well that has a, you know, kind of plays a important role on the dynamics of your relationship. You know, so you definitely have to work at it. You know, you don't want to become morbidly obese and, you know, all of that. You know what it is that your mate likes when they see you.
Yeah,
you know, so, you know, still remain pleasing to the eye as much as possible.
That's right. Yeah. So sensuality, and I did look up this definition and I like it. Sensuality is the condition of being pleasing or fulfilling to the senses. And I'll read that again. Sensuality is the condition of being pleasing or fulfilling to the senses.
And you're all of that to all of my senses.
Oh, well, thank you, Bishop.
You know that's the truth.
Marvin C. Bozeman.
For sure.
So let's talk a little bit about the senses. We're talking about being sensual. You want to be sensual to your partner, right? We're talking about sensuality and excitement right now. Yeah, we age. Things are on the decline. So now we have to manually take it by force and not by choice.
Tell the truth. Talking about you ain't getting older, you getting better. No, you getting older. I don't know where the better come in.
And we getting better at working on it.
Is that what it is?
Now we're more cognizant. You know, see, when you're younger, you're not cognizant. You're just fit. And you're trim. You know, you don't think you're going to get here where you got to work at it. Yeah. So we get better at working it out. So, you know, we're talking about fulfilling the pleasing and fulfilling the senses. So we know that one of the senses is seeing, right? So seeing with your eyes. So to keep it hot and to keep it fresh, you know, we talked about before how men and women are visual creatures. You know, you got eyes to see.
Yeah, y'all just try to downplay that. Like, no, y'all just as much as seers as men are.
We are seers, right? Seers.
You like that, y'all just as
are we
much
talking about
seers.
are we talking about in the spiritual sense?
Not in the spirit.
I didn't say this is all carnal right here.
Yeah, y'all see just as much as what we do. Don't even try it.
But it's with the eyes where we perceive and we make judgments.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so just because you spend so much time together, you know, as you age and you see each other at your finest, you see each other at your worst, you tend to take each other for granted, you know, and it's just like now you're like siblings living together. You're like do something with yourself to get his or her attention.
Yeah.
Catch their eye. You know how to catch their eye. You used to catch their eye when you were dating before. Yeah. I don't care if it's been 50 years ago. You caught their eye some kind of way.
Do something different. Try something new. You know what I mean? Get an ear pierce or something.
You say get an ear pierce.
I was thinking about that. Maybe like next week, might get 2.
Okay.
Might get 2.
You gonna wear some of these?
No. No.
This is the comedian coming out. It's the comedian. But do something new. And you all know by now, you don't know how I'm going to have my hair. I like changing I can't change but so much. Right. You know what I mean? But I do try to keep it fresh, you know, by at least changing my hairstyle, wearing different things, putting on different colognes, you know, perfumes. And that's the smelling is another sense.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you know. So what do you smell like?
Yeah. And the switch up is good. In most cases, you'll definitely, you know, ask me if I like it, or, you know, if I really like it, I'm going to compliment on you. Yeah. You know, compliment on it ASAP.
Right.
You know, whether I do it or I don't. I'm
like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know.
No, I'm taking it out. I'm changing it. And he'll know I'll change it in a heartbeat.
Not that
change it in a heartbeat. But keep it hot, keep it fresh. Do something with yourself. And you know, you don't have to wear a lot of makeup, and sometimes you don't even need makeup, but every now and again you may want to put a lip just to insinuate. I'm not saying a whole do-over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, if you got to do it all over, do it all over.
You just don't want to look like you're made up. You Bishop.
Hey, it depends on who looking. I mean, who you with.
I'm just saying to do something. Yeah. You know, don't be lazy with yourself, I guess is what I'm saying.
Don't be lazy with your love. How about that?
Okay.
So you have to do what you have to do in order to make sure your love is not lazy.
That's good.
How about that?
That's good, because we exude our love. It emanates from us. And you don't want to be lazy with it, because then they're going to see it or not see it or perceive it.
So all of that which goes on within a marital relationship that keeps the love hot, do that. Do it. That's between you and your spouse. Y'all do whatever it is that keeps your love hot and keeps it fresh.
Yeah. So, we're talking about being sensual. Use your 5 senses. What do they see? You got ears. That's hearing. What are you saying? What kind of love language are you actually speaking? Are you kind? Are you nice? Are you saying nice things? Are you talking softly? Or are you just like at that 3rd octave all day? You need to bring it down just a little bit. I'm talking about keeping it hot. I'm not just talking about maintaining a relationship. I'm talking about on fire.
So how do I do? How do I do? And tell the truth. I mean, I'm putting myself out here.
You talking about with the sensuality?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just you know, if I'm lacking, let me know. And
You want me to put it out there like that?
Yeah.
All right.
Put it out there, and if I'm doing good, let me know as well.
You are still hot and fresh to me. You still look good. You keep yourself together, and you're still beautiful. You know, you still got your beautiful bright smile and your beautiful eyes and your skin complexion. All of that is good. And then you're so attentive. He's very, very attentive emotionally. And you know what I love about him too is because he knows when I'm not up to par. He knows me. He knows me. He's in tune to me. Now, he will ask me, and when it's time, I will tell him. But if not, he may, you know, run the bath water or bring me some flowers home. He's really in tune to me. And, you know, I am truly, truly blessed to have this one right here.
You didn't lie, so I had to interrupt.
No, I did not. I mean, I could go on and on.
That's enough. That's enough. No,
but we keep it hot. Sometimes he may play too much. Imagine that.
See, now she's telling the truth.
I was telling the truth the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Now you're telling the real truth.
Sometimes he may play too much, and I'm not in the mood.
Yeah. You don't want to be bothered, huh?
I'm not an early morning person, and he is very giddy in the morning. You know, so I just have to kind of like tune him out a little bit, you know. But as far as keeping love hot, it is hot. It is very hot. So
Ooh,
yeah, all the I know,
take
right?
My
you see
me
me sweating a little bit. All right, all right. So we talked about the eyes. What is it that your partner sees on a daily basis? Do you cause them to look somewhere else? Do you cause them to want to? Look, so I mean, what they got to look at every day? Please, ask yourself that question. All right, we're talking about the hearing. What are you saying? Are you building this person up? Are you talking about other things than bills and children? You got to talk about something else. Seriously.
Every time you talk, it's about the children or the bills, and other than that, there's no real conversation.
Right. You got to go deeper than that. Get off the superficial stuff. Go a little bit deeper. Tell them how they meet your needs. Tell them why you're grateful for them. Oh, that's going to keep it hot and fresh.
Let me say this about the eyes. One thing my grandfather told me, he said, this is before we got married. He said, son, you know, you're going to see someone that looks better than her. And she's going to see someone that looks better than you. But you just have to know you have better at home. Always. Yes. You know what I mean? So true. I will never forget that. And I kind of pass that information down
That's right. That's right. You got to know what you got at home.
You have to know what you have at home.
That's good advice. Thank you, Dad Will.
Yes.
All right. So we talked about the eyes and the ears. What about the touch? You know, when is the last time that you held your spouse's or partner's hand? When's the last time you held hands?
Yesterday.
Last night. Okay, we're asking the audience right now. Ida Trout said it's very important to always be affectionate towards each other. That is so very important to show that affection. You know, and touching goes a long way, you know, and non-sexual touch is very important too.
And what is that?
What is it? Yeah.
What is that?
That's the holding the hands.
That's non-sexual.
This is when we walk out in public. Sometimes we'll do this.
And that's non-sexual. Who said that?
It is. So it is warming the engine. You know what I mean? Because the touch is going to.
I'm just asking because those are the things that I like. It's not non-sexual to me.
Well, non-sexual is the touching that you do when you really have that mindset, like it's time to have relations. You know, it's kind of like
relations. How so? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But the non-sexual touching, what that is going to do, it's going to release that oxytocin. So that's a chemical for bonding in the brain. It's going to release that. That's going to cause a person to feel connected to you.
So if you're watching a movie, maybe, like we do a lot, just sitting close and, touching that way or...
But, I mean,
each other. Or walking, holding hands.
But we touch each other all day. We're playing all day. I can walk by him and touch his ear, or walk by him and do this, or you know what I mean? We're just like touching each other.
Go again.
Marvin.
Wow.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me say this, because we're having a lot of fun right now with the topic. But I can understand what a person goes through when they don't have what we're talking about.
How so?
You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can definitely, you can feel their want and desire to have that, which we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it be real and it's not made up. People who are single, who want that, which what we're speaking about.
And we're going to talk about that next week.
Okay.
Tune in, because we're going to talk about how to thrive in your singleness. Okay, so tune in next week for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we talked about the touch, the non-sexual touch, and also taste. All right. So the taste can be, a kiss. On the hand, on the forehead, on the neck. When's the last time you've all done that? When's the last time? You have to get in your mindset that we're more than just friends. We're more than just roommates.
Yeah. I don't have time for that. We got kids and we're married.
Right,
I mean, where'd that come from?
But you can have a hot, thriving marriage, though.
And children, I believe, need to see some, form of touch or intimacy between mother and father.
That's right.
I think that's important that they see it as well. Kind of gives them an idea of what to aspire to have as they grow older and get in relationships.
That's right. Absolutely. You're role modeling the behavior, and you're letting them know that it is okay to. They see you arguing and yelling and fighting. You might as well show them some love. That this is what real relationships really are. This is how they thrive. So we talked about the eyes, we talked about the ears, we talked about the touch and the non-sexual touch. We talked about the taste, the kissing on the forehead and the hands and the neck, or his spot, she, and vice versa. So let's make it happen. And the nose, the smell. What does she like to smell on you? What does he?
What does he like to smell on thee? Try to keep it a little spiritual. Thee.
Oh.
Thee. But no, you've been wearing something lately that, man, it's like, like what you got on, girl? You ain't told me yet. But it smells good, and I'll follow you around the house.
Yes, and you smell me from afar.
From afar, my nose work good.
That's right.
Amen.
But that's how you do when you're dating too. So you smell the scent even after the individual's gone on home.
Yeah, that's true.
I just says it's very important to, we already read that, but be affectionate with one another. All right, so we're talking about sensuality. Utilize your senses to enhance your relationship. This is how you can keep it hot. Yeah. And these are easy tips. They're easy tips. What other ways can we enhance it?
Oh, man. Trying new things. I believe I stated that earlier. As a couple, go do different things. Things that you haven't. Try new things together.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I mean, that'd be fun to do. That keeps it hot. Something that you all have, neither one of you have ever tried before.
Mm-hmm.
You can get that other person to do it.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
It's trying something new within your relationship.
Exactly. Because you remember when you were kids, your childhood is all about creating memories.
Yeah.
Parents create memories. We can still do this in your relationship.
Yeah.
Although, you spend a lot of time together, you can still keep your relationship hot by creating new memories. Doing something new, something exciting, something fun for the both of you. Who wants to be in a boring relationship?
Yeah. Even in the bedroom, you have to kind of, try new things. Not, don't be afraid of trying new things. If it's for you, do it. If it's not, then don't.
But see, this is where communication comes in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Don't be afraid to use your voice. Either you like it or you don't like it, but it needs to be expressed.
Exactly.
All right, trying new things. You want to get away from the mundane.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get away from the mundane.
Dress up a little bit.
Right.
Come here with no bloomers on.
I can't. Oh my goodness. So you get the gist of what we are saying is to keep it hot, keep it fresh, try new things, do something different. No one likes to be in a boring, dull relationship. Somebody got to make a move. Someone has to initiate. If you're the initiator, sometimes you're married to someone who's not an initiator. You initiate. If that's your strong suit, then you pursue it.
Yeah.
And then they'll follow along as long as they are participating. All right. And
you're going to need that part.
Yeah. You're going to need the participation.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another way to keep your love hot as you age is enhance your love map. Because you feel like you know everything about this person because we've been together. No, you don't.
Yeah. Because
we are always changing.
Always. That's true.
And evolving. Our values change. You know what I'm saying? So we're always growing and changing. So when I say enhance the love map, is really finding out the details about one another. Those fine details, like what's your interest now, or what stresses you out now? Do you even know what your partner's stressors are? What stresses them out? What is their view about what's going on in the world? What is their philosophy, in life? Do you know the person that you're with, or have they outgrown you and you don't even know?
Yeah, that's true. Good information.
Enhance the love map. Do not lose that. Take the same interest that you had in discovering them and finding them out when you were dating. You wanted to know all about them.
Yeah.
You obtain that information and you feel like that's it. No, there's so much more. Take the time to discover and enhance the love map.
Yeah. One thing that we talked about was taking dance classes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, girl,
are you still open for it?
Girl, I don't know if you can do it because you got 2 left feet. I don't know.
Help me, y'all. Okay.
You don't have no rhythm. You just so
my goodness. So
man.
you all know that.
You just go back and forth.
Y'all know he's talking about himself, right? Listen. Y'all know that's one thing I love to do is dance, But seriously.
All of those things, And that's something new, So we may have to jump on out there and try that.
All right. Well, spring is coming. We're going to have to check it out. We'll keep you updated. You are.
We can do that.
Hold him accountable.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Check with us from time to time. Be like, hey, how those dance classes coming along? All right. Thank you. So, another thing is, listen, be an individual. Have individual goals, individual dreams, pursue them. You got to get out each other's face sometime.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about keeping your love hot and fresh. Sometimes you got to allow the other one to miss you a little bit.
Got to miss them sometime, huh?
Yes.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. Let them miss you. Get up from under them. Sometimes you need to go to your own separate corners and have some alone time. Have some man time. Have some girl time. It is okay for your mate to go out and hang out with his buddies. It's okay for her to go out and hang out with her siblings or her whoever. Girl time. This is so very important because you cannot lose sight that you are still an individual.
Right. That's true.
Yes, we're one in spirit, but we function as two separate entities who come together.
Right. Yeah.
This is how we thrive.
That's true.
Yeah. We grow, but oftentimes what happens is that one will get envious because they're out having a good time.
And the other one will stack at home because they want to be there.
Because they want to be there.
So you're going to be mad at me?
Right.
Because I got friends?
Yes, come on.
I have friends.
Right.
And you don't?
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be.
Seriously. Yeah, because one may really be a homebody and really don't mind staying at home all the time. But that don't mean it has to be your partner's testimony. They may be that person that thrive, getting out and socializing a little bit. You have to allow your partner or your spouse to be who they have come here on the earth to be.
And I'm more or less that homebody person. I have times when I do want to just get out, you know, but you're more on the, I got to get out of here. I have to go somewhere. You go with your mom or sometimes your sisters or whatever. And that creates that moment of separation anxiety that I have. I don't call you. I don't say, girl, where you at? When you coming home? But since you're one in the spirit, you should be feeling the same thing. Like, listen.
Right.
I love all y'all. But I got somebody waiting on me.
Right. And I will call and, hey, babe, what you done? And we do. We're so silly. We ask each other, you miss me? You miss me?
Yeah. And sometimes when you go away, and I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I'm going to go somewhere.
And you don't even go anywhere.
The whole day is gone, and I'm still at the crib.
Right.
And
it's all good. And I so appreciate the fact that I can go, he is not bugaboo. He knows I'm out, having a good time with my family, friends, or whatever. He respects that, But, and like I said, I do call in. I do call in because I miss him too. Although I'm out having a good time, like I said, we've been married, 28 years, in August. So we miss each other when we're not with each other because we're always, together. But I thrive by having social interactions and just getting out the house and inhaling and exhaling a little bit. But I so appreciate, the space that you give me without drama. But that comes from...
Just bring me something back.
Right. But you bring me back.
Just bring me something back.
But that means, Bishop, that you have to be secure on your end. You're not inferior. You're not jealous that somebody else is filling up the space. You're not inferior of what I'm doing. There's no competition and all of that. So you have to be secure in our relationship. A lot of times people feel like that because they can't trust themselves and they know what they do when they leave the house. That's a whole nother story as far as, a trust issue. So you have to give each other space. You have to give each other alone time because you will suffocate
Well, you want to
each
breathe
other.
Some different air sometimes. You breathe the same air all the time. Let's go try some new air.
Yes. You will suffocate each other. And then you'll end up getting on each other's nerves because then you'll feel like, your wings are clipped. And that they're inhibiting you from living your best life.
You go in the kitchen, you can't turn around. Right. The other one right there.
Yes.
The
yes.
girl, you know what you doing? Can I get a bowl?
Oh, you
She laughing at that one.
You love it.
Huh?
You love it. You
Yeah.
love it. So, another point, to keep your love hot, 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 flirt with each other.
Man, I was thinking that earlier.
Is that right?
Yes, so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
You love it when I flirt with you?
Of course.
How do I flirt with you?
Oh,
Please
no,
don't
we're
share.
not
Yeah,
even.
don't do that.
No. Flirt with each other.
Yeah.
Flirt with each other.
And listen, don't let it be such a long length of time before doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you might forget how to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are you flirting with me? Now you offended. You flirting with me? Yeah. I mean, what you think?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
You ain't do that in 10 years.
Right, exactly. So if it has been 10 years, you know what you need to do now.
Yeah.
Find ways to flirt with each
Yes.
other. If you're playing footsie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to put your spouse first.
Yeah.
You want to put your spouse first. You want them to know how much they mean to you and how important that they are to you.
Exactly.
Put your spouse first. And I want to leave you all with this. I'm talking about keeping your marriage hot is have more sex. And I know you may not feel like it, but I'm just talking about physiologically. When you have more sex, you're going to want more sex. Life is psychological. Is here. The more that you have it, the more you're going to crave it and you're going to want it. Okay. So, yeah.
Bye-bye. Come on.
No, not right now. All right. So you've been listening to Talk Therapy Live. You can definitely call if you need a counseling appointment with Healthy Emotes at 614-669-5115. Visit my website, healthyemotes.com. We hope that we have helped somebody.
We certainly had fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it's definitely doable. And you want to have fun in your relationships. Don't be all dried up. Don't be so serious. You got to lighten up. You got to lighten up sometime. Enjoy your relationship. And don't forget to touch. All right. We love you all. And we will see you next week. Mwah.
Take care, y'all.